Dear listeners, welcome to the English news program from Radio Mogadishu, the voice of Somali Republic. The major news include Somalia marks the 5th anniversary of the deadliest terror attack. Delegation led by the Ministry of Youth and Sports of the Federal Government of Somalia has left for Ethiopia to participate in the Somali's under-17 football players who squared their first Central African Football Association CAF final. Ministry of Finance of Federal Government of Somalia, Dr. Elmi Mohamed Noor participated in the meeting of the Finance Ministry for the cooperation of the African countries of Horn of Africa. The Ministry of Beijing demonstrated its markets online hunters and tributes Russia to repair blast damage by the breach in July 2023. Welcome to the news. Somalia marks the 5th anniversary of the deadliest terror attack. A truck bomb exploded at a busy intersection in Mogadishu on October 14, 2017, killing 587 people and injuring nearly 1,000 people more. The attack was one of the deadliest terrorist bombing in Africa. Memories of the bombing are 5 years on. A monument commemorations the bombing location and the intersection is now known as the October 14 junction in commemoration of the victims. A Somali military court convicted 23-year-old Hassan Adan Izaq in February 2018 for being a member of the Al-Shabaab cell responsible for the attack. He was executed that October, exactly 1 year after the attack. A Comolas was given a death sentence in absentia for providing the vehicle used in the attack. This year's anniversary of the attack comes amid a government offensive in central Somalia, particularly in the Hiran and Middle Shabelle regions. In the past 3 weeks, Somali government forces cooperation with the local have liberated over 40 villages and killed over 500 Al-Shabaab militants, including top leaders in operation in central Somalia. Earlier this month, Al-Shabaab co-founder Abdullah Nadir was killed in USA Streak near Jilib, about 370 kilometers southwest of the capital Mogadishu. Security analysts predicted that Nadir was set to replace the group alien leader Ahmed Dirir. A delegation led by the Ministry of Youth and Sports of the Government of Somalia has left for Ethiopia to participate in the Somalis under-17 football players who secured their first Central African Football Association CAF final, which will take place on Saturday, October 5th in Ethiopia. The ministry has already promised that he will attend the Somalis under-17 football players final match, in which they will face the under-17 team of the South Sudan. Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre met with the Somalis under-17 football players in Ethiopia. Prime Minister Hamza Abdi praises the players, their coach and the Football Federation officials for their historical victory, telling the young players that Somalia wide were cheering them on in the finals. Somali's youth football team will face South Sudan in the final on Saturday. Ministry of Finance of the Federal Government of Somalia, Dr. Elmi Mohamed Noor, participates in the meeting of the Finance Ministry for the cooperation of the countries of the Horn of Africa, where the strengthening of the relationship between the countries and the business cooperations in the Horn of Africa was discussed. The Ministry of Finance shared with the participants of the meeting the investment opportunity in Somalia and the efforts of the Somali government to reform, the develop and the country's economy. Dr. Ilmi Mahmoud Noor thanked all the participants partners, especially the World Bank, the IMF and the African Development Bank and the European Union. Beijing demonstrators markets online hunters and tributes a rare and dramatic protest in Beijing that criticized President Xi Jinping has smacked an online hunt for the mystery protesters identified, as well as prices for the action. The protesters had mounted sit-on bridge in the Haiding district of Beijing and dropped 2 large banners calling for an end to China's #0 COVID policy and the overthrow of the Master Xi. While state media have remained silent, photos and videos of last day's event have circulated widely online, prompting swift crackdown by censors on social media platforms and the WeChat app used by the most Chinese. Russia to repair blast damage by July 2023. Russia's government has ordered contractors to finish repairing to a key bridge linking annexed Crimea to Russia by July 2023. The bridge was damaged by a blast last Saturday, which officials say left at least 3 people died. Russia blamed Ukraine for the attack, but Kyiv has not said it was behind it. The 90-kilometer or 12-mile bridge, Europe's longest, is a key supply route for Russian forces in Ukraine, but heavy goods vehicles were unable to use it. The explosion caused the midway section of 2 of 4 carriageways of the bridge to collapse into the sea and also damaged the railway line. Dear listeners, that's the end of our English news program from Radio Mogadishu. I'm Muhammad Ibrahim. Until we meet on the next time, goodbye.